going on, y'all? I appreciate y'all chiming in once again, man. This is a spoon-fed podcast. You know who I am already, but if you don't, my name is Spoon. Short term is ST Dub, or for the long term, you got Spoon the World, man. That's me. That am I. It is what it is. But check this out. Let's get to the topic for today. Let's get it direct because this is getting wild, man. Like, wherever you work, it's a depiction of what the country is founded on, what the country is. But before we get into that, man, check out our sponsors, Splash Clothing. That's Splash Clothing NYC. Splash means some people love and some hate. Yeah, that's our sponsors for sure. Check us out. That's in the description box. If you want to holler at me, my Instagram, of course, is in the description box. Spoon the World with 2 D's at the end. Yeah, double D's, man. Like, we're not going to get into this. It's just, I like to have fun with it. But guess what? Man, before we even start, hit the like, subscribe, and alert button so when I drop a video, you get that joint ASAP, man. You already know we're talking about some wisdom, some knowledge, what's really going on in the world. None of that nonsense. Sometimes it's a little nonsense, but guess what? You got to have some nonsense to understand what's really going on in the world, because most of the stuff is nonsense anyway. It just depends on how you depict it. But today's topic, let's get right into it. Wherever you work is just a depiction of what the country is. And let me break this down. Remember, in the country, especially where I live, America, you already know, there's different levels. There's the first level, which is more than likely the ground level, and there's nothing wrong with that. We got to start somewhere, you know what I'm saying? That's like car washes, restaurants, at times fast food. Then you got the second level, which is like construction, factories, stuff like that, like blue collar, you know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with that, you know what I'm saying? Get it how you live. Because remember, corporate ain't for everybody, and that's the next level, third level, you know what I'm saying? And first and second level can be organized, but it also has stints of off-the-books work. You get what I'm saying? Like, you get the gritty and gritty of what's really going on in the world. When you get up to the corporate ladder, when you get to the third phase, like factories, Third phase is more like hospitals, corporations, CEOs, stuff like that. You get what I'm saying? Hospitals, organizations, certain schools, colleges, alumni. You get what I'm saying? That's the next level, top tier. You see what I'm saying? Corporate ladder. But you don't really see off the books works there. You would never really see that. You know what I'm saying? You get underhanded work, but you don't see off the books work. But let me get back to each level. And at times I'm gonna be generalizing most of the time anyway, because they're all tied together. Because I worked in all three. Ground level, even below ground level, because ground level is also, you can be on the street, whatever, making your own money. You get what I'm saying? But that's life. We all don't get served the same spoon, man. Like, that's my tag. Pay attention to what I'm telling you, man. Because people are like, oh, your name is Spoon. Oh, that's cute. I'm like, you're dumb. You don't understand the word spoon. Remember, a spoon is universal, man. It helps you to eat. Think, man. Just think. But back on topic. Check this out. Think of it. When you was on the ground level, which I remember I used when I was a teenager, bro. I was working at a car wash off the books. Like, it's just like America. When I was there, all the new booty, the rookies, you get the hardest jobs and you don't get the opportunities to get the main money. You see what I'm saying? You just push it back because the people that been there already is like, man, you just got here, bro. You clean that dirty ass van. I'ma clean the Benz. You see what I'm saying? And you be like, yo, man, this ain't right, B. So you hustling for scraps. You got to get your name up. You got to get your rank up. And usually on the ground level is more direct and blunt blue collar. What I mean by that is that politics is more rugged, meaning that you will get touched. You can get beat up at the work site. You know what I'm saying? And technically that is America, like in a crazy nutshell, because listen, America eats its babies. You know that. Like, you could be the coolest person in the world, right? And then you see that same person a couple months later at that job, they're like, yo, man, they mutated. It's like, yo, what happened to you? That's the environment. If you're not mentally strong, emotionally strong, and spiritually strong, the environment can break you or alter who you are. And at times, it alters all of us. It just depends on, does it make you a better person, make you a stronger person, or does it make you a monster or a worse person that doesn't deal with problems in their face? And you see it, like, back to the car wash, it's like, yo, you seen different politics, and Remember, we wasn't getting paid an official paycheck. Everything was like off the books. So at times we wasn't getting paid the right money. It was like, yo, what is this, man? Like, that's America, man. People get shorthanded all the time. You see it. Even when you're doing the right thing, it's not doing the right thing. Like, you got to figure out different ways to stay ahead. Shit is wild, man. Like, but this is reality. Next level, you got, factories and stuff like that. And when I was like, or restaurants and stuff like that, like when I was working in, I was working at, what was I working? Like, oh yeah, I was working at an airport one time, and it was the same thing. Like, and how many people people go through this? You could be the best worker, right? You could be working, doing your thing, and you be like, yeah, like you think that the harder you work, the more progress, and you're gonna get lifted to the next level. It never really happens like that. Usually the people that do the work are the ones being chastised the most. Doesn't that sound suspicious? Like, we all been through it, especially if you're in a corporate line. You'd be like, yo, if you're a nurse or if you're in the hospital or if you're a corporate, you be busting down work and you be like, yeah, I'm gonna get this new promotion. And guess what? They skip you and go to the person that ain't doing nothing. Sounds familiar? That's done intentionally. Let me break it down. That is done intentionally. You know why? Because the people that are in charge see that, wait a minute, this dude is actually working hard and he might be smarter than me. So why would I recruit him to get a better position? Because they can replace me. Dog eat dog. Remember, this is capitalism, America, to capitalize on an opportunity. The thing is, this is a dog eat dog world. It's very rare, I'm not saying impossible, for somebody to see you for your potential and talents and be like, you know what, this person is better than me. Maybe I should put them in a better position so the company could work better. That's common thinking, right? That's when we're all thinking in unison. We're all thinking together. But remember, this is capitalism. It's out for yourself, unfortunately. If you're a good dude through all this nonsense, which I am, but the thing is, once you understand the flex of power and you had power before, that power doesn't really concern you because you know how it feels. It's like, okay, I got power, but it don't mean nothing. You see what I'm saying? Only weak individuals love power. Just like I said, that manager or that boss that looked at the other worker was like, nah, bro, like, I'm going to skip over and give it to somebody else that's actually willing to do what I say. You see what I'm saying? So the manager can stay in power because they recruited somebody that they know they're above. Make sense? Come on, that's America, bro. You only recruit people that, you see it, they only recruit people that's good but can be controlled. Sounds familiar? Politicians, teachers, certain individuals in the workspace. And I'm going to tell you a story quick fast. It even happened to me. When people say, yo, I don't understand why they recruited this person. I'm like, just think, man. America was built off of crime, thievery, slavery. Come on. Just look at the history. This is why I love history. When you read up on history, it shows you the blueprints and the aftermath of what happened and what can actually happen and be prescribed and described and actually transformed in modern day society. Everything that happened in the past can happen now. It's just a different reoccurrence of the situation. You see it now. They changed abortion, but that's another topic. Got him. But next topic. See, if you go up the ladder, because I work in a hospital now, whatever. I ain't going to say the name because they tried to fire me once before on some nonsense. But check this out. Yo, hear me out. I remember when I was working at the hospital, whatever, I got tattoos, whatever. This is why I say, yo, live your life, be you, do you. Fuck everybody else. Excuse my language. But I'm just keeping it a buck because they will always find something wrong with you, especially when you look like me. Don't get it twisted. I love myself. I love some people that I work with. But remember, we are not in control. The other elites are. So check this out. I remember one time I was working. Like, as soon as I got there, it was like, yo, who's this guy with his tattoos, whatever. So I went above and beyond my job. So then these same people was like, wow, he's such a good worker. You didn't say that when I first got there. So then when after my probation came up, the manager sat next to me. And this is how they recruit some of you people. And this is why some people that look like me, they're turncoats because they will switch up just because they have a better position. I never switched up. I'm going to be that same dude to the casket drop. So the manager came up to me and was like, yo, you're such a good worker. And I'm just sitting there doing my work like, yeah, whatever. Hit me with the nonsense. I know you're going to say some nonsense. And then she was like, oh, you do this, you do that. I'm like, just remember, They treated me like trash when I first got there. But then when I started working, I was like, oh, he's such a good guy. Yeah, you thought I was an Uncle Tom type. That's what you thought. So then she was like this, no name, no blame. She was like, you know what? I want you to be the eyes and ears of the department. On everything, I looked at her like, yo, you dumb? Some of you suckers would be like, yeah, I'll do it, because you a sucker. When a person tells you that, they're testing you. This is what you call isolate and figure out who you dealing with one-on-one. They thought I was a good old Uncle Tom chucking and jiving boy. So, of course, the European lady came up to me and was like, oh, let's see if he's with it. This is what they always do. I don't care if you're at the ground level or the top level. The same strategy they use on the battlefield mentally is the same strategies they use at the workplace. Things ain't changed, especially during slavery. Same type of ideology, just a different reference of today's standards. So then I looked at her like, miss, I'm here to do my job. That's it. Like, I don't know what you talking about. I looked at her, looked up and down, laughed, and then walked away. She looked like, oh my God, I thought I had one. He a real one. I looked at her. After that day, they tried to can me, but you can't because I'm union. And that's one thing about being in the union. Like, just like in America, there's lawyers to protect you. But tell me if I'm bugging. Y'all see what's really going on at the workplace. So don't really get upset. Be like, why is it like this? Why is this all this corruption? Just like mandates and all this other stuff. Yes, because that's what the country is. It's all about tread and absolute power control. That's it. Man, like, subscribe. I might have a part 2 to this, man. But yo, go in the comments, tell me if I'm bugging. Half y'all know what it is because y'all work just like me, man. The whole job is to get out the rat race. But that's another topic, man. Until next time.